Good morning, everybody. How is everyone doing today? Hoping to get some people to actually view these videos. Been having some issues with TikTok, and somehow I'm getting flagged, not quite sure what. So I've removed all of my signage, and let's see what happens. So today we're going to be doing our lovers in separation. So whether that's a twin flame, whether that's a soulmate, whether that is just a person that you're secretly in love with and you're in separation with. Let's see what the energies are for today. And for today, it's sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. So, hey, we got a little hey, ho, ho energy here. So let's see what other energies want to present themselves within this connection. Let's see the other love energy. So we already got a little bit of sex coming in. That's always a nice one. Let's see what other energies are coming in. Here, what else do you want to show? Wow, we got a lot of cards coming out, and let's see what Spirit is telling us. Okay, so Spirit is telling us that there's going to be some temptation coming in, and that's possibly why we see that sexual union coming through. Spirit's also saying, dream your dream, right? Try to go for that dream that you have. But look inside of yourself deeply to discover your soul's purpose in relationships, right? And so make sure it's just not just of sex and you're really looking for that deeper soul relationship. And Spirit says, think of a special moment that brought you so much joy with your partner. And that's part of your dreams, right? Part of introspecting deeply. And with that, Spirit's also saying that as you look into yourself, you're going to see that the attraction was something that's deeply soul driven, not just surface. And true love comes when you least expect it. So let's see what else we have in the love energies for today. So, Spirit, what other love energies do you want to give us for today? Okay. What are those love energies, Spirit? Ooh, that one's popping right out. Spirit wants to tell us a lot today. All right. So let's see what Spirit is telling us for today. Okay. So, first off, we have separation, right? Because many of you are in that space of separation, in space of that, wanting a little bit more, but something happened and you guys are in separate places. And why? Because, one of you was the chaser. You were sitting and chasing around. Probably playing back the cassette tape is just telling you that you're in old, outdated thoughts, right? This is old technology. And so the way that you were approaching relationships is also very old. It's not the right way to come in, not the healed way. And girl was a snake, right? Because you had this temptation, this girl with the snake, and you were chasing after the same thing over and over again. I call this the hamster wheel of karma because you keep on making the same decision over and over again. You go for that thing that isn't quite right for you. And why do you do that? Because you're in trauma and you don't realize you're not making healthy choices. And so you just keep on recycling into that wheel and expecting something different. Okay. Each person, the one that's meant for you, is watching, stalking, they're looking, they're waiting for their right time to come in. But you have to remove this mask, right? The mask that's not showing yourself. And, for those of you who are new to my readings, I don't talk about what your other person is doing too much outside of if there's some sort of sneaky energy coming in. What I do is I look at it in a perspective of you, where you are, what do you need to do to get to the better parts of what you want to manifest, and what things are keeping you away from the manifestations that you want, right? And it's an energy picture. This is not a story. This is not some thing that somebody's going to tell you about how your person's pining over you and all this stuff, and it never comes true, right? We've seen that same story over and over again by every reader out there, and when is that ever coming in? And it's not. Why? Because the readers are not, they're telling you a story. They're not actually reading your energies. And so with that true love, there is a potential from that attraction that that true love that's coming in for wedding rings. And when we see the wedding rings, what does that mean? It just means the next level commitment. For if you're single, it means maybe somebody's coming in right now. If you're in a commitment in a relationship, which I doubt you are because you're in a separation reading, but it could mean that that person's going to come in for the next level commitment. So with that, let's see what other messages want to come out within the love relationship. And good morning, Leon, Lisa. Nice to see everybody coming back to the reads. And, like I say, if you're looking for your own read, please do reach out for your own reading. I do a bunch of readings. Information is generally in the description. You can just reach out or DM me for the current price list. Also, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. So please, like I say, take what resonates, leave the rest behind, because it's for an entire collective, not just for individuals. Let's see what else Spirit wants to tell us about this connection and separation. All right, Spirit just slapped a whole bunch of cards on us. So let's see what Spirit wants to tell us within this reading today. All right, so many of you, you're a single parent and children are affecting your ability to get to love. You're being blocked by obstacles, right? That temptation. There's a snake in the, second confirmation, girl with snake and snake. There is somebody with not great energies, within your field, and you've got to, you have to get through that. You have to discern through it by going within and looking deeply. You're getting somebody who's also non-committal, right? Why are they non-committal? Because if you reflect it against yourself, because everything is a reflection of yourself, you're non-committal. You don't truly want to commit in your heart. You're not ready to commit, and you're going to have to, kind of fix that piece. Now, Spirit's also given us, really wanted to give us a slap in here, and Spirit's saying, there's no second chances on this one with the snake, right? This is done. This put a fork in it. We're finished, because there's a lot of heartbreak that comes with this person with the snake. And the Spirit's saying, get in a new energy, right? Travel. And when we see travel, it doesn't mean you have to go out and fly on a plane somewhere or go to a vacation. It just means try new experiences, try new energies, get out of that old, stuck, stagnant energies. Because you have an intuition, an internal knowing that this part is keeping you stuck. And Spirit says you're at a crossroads. Do you go within and get to this wonderful energy, or do you stay stuck on the hamster wheel? It's always a choice. Healing is a choice. It's not something that happens automatically, right? And nobody likes to hear that you're creating your own misery or you're creating your own wonderfulness. But this is a crossroads. Choose wisely. Because there's a lot of romance and romantic feelings coming in. There's a lot of fun that you could be having partying, and there's a magnetic attraction that's available to you. So there's a huge amount of great energies that are available to you in this now moment, but you have to choose. You have to get on that crossroads and stop replaying the same path over and over again. Definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Stop chasing after that bad boy. Stop chasing after that bad girl, right? The one that seems so exciting. And why do they seem so exciting? Because it's trauma, right? The trauma is what is exciting. And you don't know how to be in a proper relationship because that's kind of boring to you because it doesn't have that drama, right? We don't want the drama mamas. We want to get away from that drama. We want a no drama mama. And how do you do that? You do that by healing and by recognizing what's actually a healthy choice. And those healthy choices, instead of friend zoning them, it's time for you to actually, look at them at a different light. Take a tilt, take a pivot. And so let's see what's blocking you in love in this moment. Hey, Spirit, what is blocking? And Spirit gave us a lot of stuff. So we got a lot of blocks going on in this collective. The first one is ambivalent. You say you want to love her, but you're not all in. Take the time to figure out what you want. And this goes back to that outdated thinking. If you're not ready for commitment, nobody you're going to bring in is going to be ready for commitment because you're going to be creating the story that you want to tell yourself. You feel unloved. You deserve somebody who can support you emotionally and love you fully. And how do you do that? By loving yourself fully first. Settling Don't stay with somebody who isn't right for you just because it's safe. And again, because you're afraid of being by yourself. And why are you afraid of being by yourself? Because you probably don't like yourself. And that's what happens to most of us. We are so afraid of being alone with ourselves that we'll just latch on to anything or anybody because it's a relationship and it's not being alone. Nobody wants to die alone, right? That's what they say. But at the same point, it's gonna happen at one point, and you're gonna be by yourself, with yourself, and so you better get used to yourself. All right, judgment. Don't be too quick to count somebody out. Be open and give them a chance. So a lot of times we have predisposed judgment on people and we count them out before actually getting to know them. And the last but not least, you're waiting for love to save you, but you must stop waiting and start looking. And why? Because you need to find that love within yourself. And as you find that love within yourself, you become complete and whole. And as you're complete and whole, you become more attractive because you're not needy. Very simple, but very hard at the same time because it means you're going to have to face your own traumas and the things that you've been hiding from yourself from lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. So with that, now we know what our blocks are. And I do a personal block reading. I've yet to have anybody take me up on it because nobody actually wants to know what their blocks are. And why don't they want to know what their blocks are? Is because they don't actually want to face the fact that they're creating this issues. They're blocking love. That's easier to blame everybody else, blame black magic, blame. You're allowing it, you're creating it, so you have to solve it yourself. And no, most people don't want to do it. But reach out if you are brave enough to find out what it is that is blocking you in love, because once you know, then you can take action. But again, you have to choose. It's a crossroads. So Spirit, what does the higher self want to say to people in this collective? And Spirit saying, a partnership is coming, a partnership for the new age. So for those of you watching, there is a partnership that is in the wings right now in the energies, provided you choose the path that allows you to lead to it. Otherwise, you're just going to hamster wheel a little bit more until you get into that space of healing so that you can bring in that partnership that is meant for you. So with that, let's take a look at the timing, right? And I always caution people on timing. We always like timing, right? Because it allows us to wrap our heads around, how far away is everything. And I'm going to tell you it's a probability and a possibility. It's not a definite. And so we're going to look at the energies right now in this now moment and see what is the possibilities for that wonderful connection, the wedding rings. And Spirit gave us 2 cards. Spirit saying it's worth waiting for, and for some of you, it's going to be next month, right? So not far ahead. We're in December. That means January, New Year's. So within the new year, beginning of the new year, there is the potential for you to be into that relationship, or at least get started onto those energies of that relationship that can potentially bring you that everlasting love. And so with that, that is my reading for today. Please like, follow, share, and subscribe. If you're looking for your own personal reading, please do reach out. And I also do some gift certificates. So if you want to have a personal reading or personal light language for another person, if you want to gift that out, it makes an amazing gift because it's different. It's not just the same, ugly socks or ugly sweater, bad t-shirt. It's something that's actually very meaningful. And so do reach out. I can schedule them at any time. And with that, I thank everybody. I hope you're enjoying your holiday season and eating your hearts out, because I love the holiday food myself. So with that, we'll talk again tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Cheers.